Hey everybody, Dr. Brian Damhoff back with another strength work for runners workout. Super excited for today's workout. So we'll kind of go over what we need here. What you're gonna need some weights for our first main exercise. That's gonna be our split squat. I grabbed some 20s here. Feel free to grab whatever weight you need. When we get to our accessory exercises, there's gonna be three things that we need. You're gonna need another weight, preferably a little smaller, somewhere between that 8 to 15 pound range, could be a kettlebell as well. You'll also need a resistance band. So the one I'm using here is 10 inches, pretty heavy resistance. Just use what feels good for you. And then the third thing you're gonna need is a ball. I got a volleyball, that's always my personal favorite, but you use soccer ball, basketball, anything like that. Don't worry, when we get to those accessory exercises, I'm gonna go over those. But let's start with our main exercise. It's gonna be a split squat. So I'm not sure if you've done a split squat before, but let's just look at that technique before we get started here. So on that split squat, what I like to do, the starting point, I like to start down, almost like in a lunge position here, paying attention to that knee position, everything like that. And then from here, holding those weights, I'm just gonna drive up and then come back down. This is our split squat technique right here like that. What I'm gonna do today is 6 on each leg. We're gonna do 3 sets of that main exercise. Same exercise for all 3. And then after that, we'll dive into 9 accessory exercises. So let's go ahead and get ready to go to work here. You can grab your weight, whatever is good for you. We're gonna start down in that lunge position. We're gonna do 6 on each side. So let's go ahead and have a great workout today. So here we go, 6 repetitions. Good, and then we're gonna switch sides. It's the same thing, looking for 6 repetitions here. Nice, perfect. First set in the books. You got 3-minute recovery. Do whatever you need to do, and then we'll be back for that second set. All right, we are back for that second set. Let's make sure we really focus in on that technique. If you need to go with more weight or less weight, go ahead and adjust that. But let's go ahead, grab our weights. We're gonna get started with that second set. We're gonna do the same thing that we did on the first one. We'll start with that left leg forward. Grab those weights, 6 repetitions either side. Here we go. Good, then we'll switch sides here. Same thing. 6 repetitions, looking really good here. Nice. Second set in the books. Pat yourself on the back. Great job. 3-minute recovery. Then we'll be back for that third and final set of our main exercise. All right, and we are back for that third and final set. This is where it should be a little difficult at the end, but not so bad that you can't walk tomorrow. That's what we're looking for here. So let's go ahead, grab our weight. Again, 6 repetitions either side. Really pay attention to that form on that last set. We're always striving for perfection here. So go ahead, grab the weight, 6 reps either side. Last set, here we go. Nice, perfect. Then we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. Last set here of it. So 6 reps. Again, here we go. Perfect, that's fantastic work. We got 3-minute recovery again, and then we'll be back, give you a rundown of those accessory exercises that we're about to dive into. All right, now that we finish up that main exercise, we're ready to move into our accessory exercises. Today we got 9 accessory exercises, 3 groups of 3. So the first section, we're gonna be doing some core work. We're gonna go dead bug, side plank, dead bug. Second category, we're gonna work those glutes big time. So that's what we're gonna use that resistance band for. And then that third and final category, we're gonna work the adductors. Adductors often are neglected by runners, notorious for that because you're working with me, we're not gonna neglect them. We're gonna make that a strength. That's our goal here. So we're gonna start with the dead bug. And what we'll do, I'll kind of run you through the exercise before we start. That way we make sure our form is really good. So I'm gonna clear some space here. I'm grabbing that 10-pounder. I'm gonna go flat on my back. So you don't need to start yet at home, but what we're gonna be focused on, legs up at that 90-90 position. We're gonna hold that weight right here above our head. We're thinking about keeping this back pushed in. Easiest way to do that is to pull your ribs down. I should not be able to put a gap in here. If I had a t-shirt under here, I shouldn't be able to pull it out. With that weight, I'm just going over the head, go as far as what's comfortable. Everybody's got different shoulder mobility, back and forth. We're gonna do 10 repetitions. And so I'll grab this weight here, legs up at 90-90. Now we'll get ready to go here. 10 repetitions here on this first set. So here we go. Perfect, 10 repetitions in there. Next up, we're headed over to our glutes. And for that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this resistance band on. You're gonna bring it right on your ankles. We're gonna do what I call the glute 3-way series. And so once it's on the ankles, you're gonna grab some wall. We're gonna do 3 different moves here. I'll show you before we start. First one, you're just gonna keep that toe in. You're gonna go straight out to that side. That's our first move. We'll do right leg, then we'll do the left leg. Next one, what we're gonna do, toe stays straight. We're gonna go straight back with it. We're gonna engage the hamstring a little bit, get a little bit of that glute. And then the third one, we're gonna put it together. We're gonna go backwards 45, toe in, and we're going right here at that backwards 45. For each move, we're gonna do 6 repetitions on either leg. So I'll go right, left, 6 repetitions, 3 different moves. So grab some wall, get that band on. We're gonna rotate that toe in. We're gonna go straight out to the side. 6 reps either side. Here we go. Perfect, then switching legs here, hitting that left side as well. Nice, then we're gonna go straight back with it. Straight back, 6 either side. Good, switching legs, straight back again, left leg now. Nice, and we're putting it together. Backwards 45 on that right leg. Good, then going to that left side. Nice, perfect. That's our first set of that glute 3-way series. Definitely feeling it in those glutes, that's for sure. Next up, we're taking that band off. We're going to our adductors. We're gonna do 3 different moves with our adductors. So the first one, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go flat on our back. Knees are gonna be bent. You're gonna place that ball between the knees, and then the fun stuff. We're just gonna squeeze that ball as hard as you can for 1 to 2 seconds. We're gonna do this 10 times here. So pretty simple, straightforward, squeezing that ball, 10 repetitions. Here's our first set on our adductors. Here we go. Nice, first set in, and that's our first set of our accessory exercises. So we're going back to the top of the order, which means we're going back to core. So we're gonna go with side plank here. We're gonna go 30 seconds either side. Make sure body's in a nice straight line, that elbow directly underneath that shoulder. You can back up that wrist if you need to, or put that hand up. We're thinking about pushing out our core while we hold that side plank. So we're gonna go 30 seconds either side, and we'll go 3, 2, 1, and up. And you got 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Then we're flipping to that other side. We're gonna roll right into that other side for that side plank. So again, nice straight line, elbow underneath that shoulder. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and up. We got 3, 2, 1, and down. Nice. It's excellent work. We're going back to glute. So we're going to put that resistance band on, again, that glute three-way series. The exact same thing that we did on that first set. So that band around the ankles, you're going to really feel those glutes. You're going to start feeling it here. Again, grab some wall. And that first one we're going to do is going to be straight out. Just remember, rotate that toe in just a little bit. We're going 6 reps either side. I'm going to start with that right side. So here we go. Nice. And then going to that left side, same thing. 6 repetitions. Good, then we're gonna go straight back, keep that chest nice and tall, 6 repetitions either side. Good, then going to that left side. Nice, then we're putting it together backwards, 45. Again, that toe in just a little bit if you can. And then that left side. Nice, perfect. We go ahead and take that band off. And we're going back to adductor. We're gonna do a different move than we did on that first one, still squeezing that ball. So this time what we're gonna do, you're gonna just lay flat on the ground here. You're gonna put that ball right between the ankles just like that. And then what we're gonna do, as you guessed it, is squeeze that ball. We're looking for 10 repetitions here on that second set of the adductors. 1 to 2 second squeeze. So here we go. Nice, 10 repetitions in the books. We're going back to core. This will be our 3rd round of those accessory exercises. You all are doing fantastic work here. We're going back to the top of the order, dead bug with that weight, bringing it over top of the head. Just remember, keep that back really pressed in the ground. Easiest way again, pull those ribs down. That back has to stay pushed in. If it doesn't, then you might injure your back, and we don't want that to happen, that's for sure. So really focus on keeping that back engaged. We're gonna do 10 repetitions here over top of that head. Perfect, 10 repetitions in the books. We only got 2 more moves to go, and we're gonna put that band back on. Should be feeling those glutes pretty good. Let's just make sure that we're careful on our form here and that we're making our legs do the work. We don't wanna start compensating because I know it's starting to get tough. I feel it as well, but it's good work here. So same thing that we've done as the previous 2 sets. We're gonna go straight out to the side, keep that toe in, 6 repetitions starting with that right leg here. So here we go. Nice, and then left side here, same thing. Awesome, then we're gonna go straight back, chest nice and tall. Perfect, going to that left leg, 6 more. Good, and then putting it together, that backwards 45, toe in a little bit if you can. Good, and then that final side here, 6 repetitions. Nice, definitely feeling the glutes burning, call it activated, call it whatever you want to call it. Either way, great stuff for runners, feeling those glutes. We got one more thing to do here, and with that, we're gonna do the ball squeeze. We're gonna do it a way that we haven't done it yet. So this time, much like that dead bug, we're gonna put the legs up at 90-90, put that ball right there in between those knees, and we're gonna squeeze that ball, 10 repetitions. Little more difficult in this spot, so just pay attention to what you're doing here. Let's go ahead and get to work here on this last thing we got to do, 10 repetitions. Nice, and that's great work. Another great strength work for runner workout. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know I had a lot of fun. Tough work, but good work. Keep up the great job.